Okay, I'm going to go through this list and see if I can knock out this feature of starting um, like immersive 3D slideshow. First, let me create a branch. Get branch 3D slide 3D slides. Okay. I had done some experiments. Yeah, let's check it in. Okay. Let's take a look at the router. So we've got a home page, page controller, experiment, and I think we want to have a experience controller. So can we do get and then give me a slug experience controller and give me the show. If I do this, Xbox Phoenix server. Let's go create that controller. Copy this. Paste in here, experience controller. Paste that out. Experience controller. Put the root layout will be experience. We need to create that. This will be the show and render the show. Now we need to create the view. Copy that. And experience view. Experience. Now we go create a template. New folder, experience. And in here we create the show.html.hex. Alright, what was in here? Just hello. Cover this. So we're at experience. Let's go create that root in the layout. Copy this. Experience.html.hex. Let's just grab all this. Which is really nothing except for preview Babylon. And this has experiment. Let's replace this with experience. JS. And so we'll create experience.typescript. And our ES build, I think we need to give this. So let's replace this with experience. That'll give it its separate entry point for compiled assets. Restart our server. And what happens if we visit it now? So if we go to localhost / my room experience. Okay, it loaded. Nice. Yeah, sure. Let's what was in the template for experiment? Render canvas, of course. And we had this JavaScript here that was just importing Babylon from Babylon.js, which is included, by the way, as a global. And what that means is that it's expecting the script tag on the page, which was coming from, yes, the layout, right? Experience, yes, it's coming from here. Very good, very good. So we just need throw a little JavaScript in there, which is this guy. Let's just grab this, modify it, place it over here. So we got, including this. I don't need this worker code. It's worker blob, post message. Don't need any of this. Don't need this. All right, window, when the DOM is loaded, we're gonna get the canvas and then initialize the engine. This will create the scene, attach some control, create the scene, run the render loop, and resize that. Okay, pretty standard stuff. So now that's recompiled. Immediately. Wow, that's great. Okay, so now we've got our experience. And yeah, I think we can check in at this point. What do we have here? So we have an experience controller. That is experience controller. Fine. Okay. Now, we want to load specification. Suppose that we can write something in the DOM, parse it, or write a string, parse it. So let's find the library that can do that. What can parse HTML? Okay, JS parse XML string, XML parser. All major browsers have a built-in XML parser to access and manipulate XML. XML DOM defines properties, however, an XML doc can be accessed. It must be loaded into an XML DOM object. All modern browsers have XML parser. So let's say if you have this text, you say new DOM parser, parse from string text, document get element by ID. Okay, it helps you traverse this. Okay, we want this. So is this available within this? Okay, so let's try it out. If I have this, let text is that, or const text, then const parser is that, const doc is that. We get demo. Setting the inner HTML XML doc, get elements by tag name, title, first child, or first result, then the first child of that, get the node value will be everyday Italian. So let's just console log this thing. So if that page has reloaded, what do we got here? Oops. Is our website up? It's not up. There we go. Clear this, refresh. Everyday Italian. Yeah, it works. So we've got ourselves a parser. All right, and what do I do with this? Let's use backticks so we can go across multiple lines. And what if we had states? And then we had a state inside it. Close the state and close the states. What's in here? So what if we had certain tags, like how about box as a position equal to, I wonder if we need yeah, I think if we give it an array, it makes sense. Or should we just have like you know, numbers like that? How does A-frame do it? A-frame has them separated by space. Okay. Don't really like that. I like commas. I like arrays, actually. I like this. So here we have a box. Color. Well, let's just start simply. And then this needs a name. Part 1. It goes to another state, which becomes part 2, in which case you, you will move this say like that. And let's start with that. So we've got this. And we might need a class to parse this or something. Let's just try to parse a little bit. So what do we get here? We get XML doc. And so we want to get, states. So do this. Get element by tag name, which would be states. And maybe let's just grab the first one. Then what do we do? Maybe get the children. Get child nodes. For each, and this is state. We'll do something with that. Then state's gonna have child nodes, state, so child nodes for each. This should be entity, I guess. Entity of that. Console.log entity dot node name. we do that, what happens here? Node name is box, node name is hash text. Text in the box. Okay. Node name hash text. Node name text twice. Wait, for each state, what's this node name? I thought this was state. Entity. One time. So we're getting state is text, node name state, and then text. What is this node name? Aren't these the node name? So you'll get states. This should be the node name, which is state. What is the text? Child nodes. Console log what this is? Console log child nodes of states. Maybe the best way to do this is just assign this to the window object. Do window dot states equal get states. Clear this. So now we have this on the window object. We can say states. Okay. States dot child children. Okay, this is what I want, because child nodes becomes way more. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, I think what we want is children, not children nodes. So, children. Okay, HTML collection does not have, okay, so, child element count, children, dot each, for each, alright, doesn't have it, fine. So children, let's create a for loop. So for let I equal 0, I less than get states child element count I plus plus, do something, and we're going to have another loop. So the state equals to get states I children I, the ith child. Then go down for E for let j equal that j less than state children or child element count j plus plus, and we'll do let the entity equal state children j, and console.log the entity node name. Entity node name. Do that, we'll get reload. Entity node name box. Okay, great. What about the properties? Properties would be the entity dot attributes. What is that? Position. Okay, it's a node named node map, which has a position and value is node value. That's the first one. And then in the second one, it has a position and the name node value is this. Okay. So I think in every state, you can scan through, build up the stuff into Babylon. Righty then. So here we create the scene. We need something to receive messages. And when we receive a message, we'll change the state. Okay, I'm going to take a little break here.